Greetings, my friends. Hope you are doing well. Dr. Faisal Sami here, board certified radiologist and CEO of Chicago Telerad. And I want to welcome you to this next video in the series, How to Start Your Own Teleradiology Practice. So why teleradiology? Well, one thing is you are location independent. No need to go to a hospital or imaging center. There can be tremendous savings in drive time, traffic, not to mention not having to dress up and go to work. So during my fellowship year, I was making more from my teleradiology gig, moonlighting for the rural hospital in Indiana, than I was making from my fellowship income. In addition, I was able to read more and more cases in my subspecialty focus and even bounce around cases with my fellowship director, who was encouraging of my teleradiology activities at the time. So the first step is to take care of today's cash flow needs before you start building your teleradiology empire. Do you have regular work already? If not, what are you doing to get your income stream going? Do you have several state medical licenses in place? This is absolutely a must need in the world of teleradiology. So what you want to do is define what level of income you want. Now, why would I be talking about income and money in a video about medical practice? Because the discussion is happening at the back of all of our minds, and I am just bringing it out into the open. By defining what level of income you are aiming for, you have an end goal in mind. It's not enough to simply say, I want to make as much as I can. It has to be a somewhat defined amount. Only then can you reverse engineer the steps that are needed to create the income you are seeking. There is no sense in being sheepish about this discussion or tiptoeing around this topic. The end number is different for everyone, but a number is needed indeed. By defining the income level you are seeking, you can start with a frame of reference. Some advantages of teleradiology practice. You don't have to wait. Unlike traditional on-site radiology practice where you may have to associate for years as a junior radiologist and prove your worth to a practice, teleradiology allows for a more accurate merit-based reward system where quality and service are rewarded on a level playing field. The good news is that the work is there if you are willing to do it. There are global teleradiology opportunities that are in the making right now. You have to decide how you want to position yourself to take advantage of these opportunities that are developing in your backyard, your region, and around your state, country, and continent. As of this video, there are recent shortages of radiologists in Ireland and England that I have heard of. I spoke yesterday with several radiologists from India, Dubai, and Eastern Europe, some of whom are heading to England and Ireland for opportunity. So England and Ireland at this present moment seem ripe for teleradiology opportunities at this time. So if you are from England or Ireland, I would love to hear from you about what is going on in those markets. India also seems to be a growing teleradiology market, as is the Middle East. I have read thousands and thousands of scans via teleradiology over the years. Along the way, I have developed a system for starting and running a teleradiology practice. Anyone who has the desire and willingness to learn the systems and methodologies I am laying out will find value in this system. It is my assertion that you will find value in this system and methodology. If you think you need a lot of money to start, that is simply not the case. Things have come down in price tremendously over the years. Teleradiology malpractice insurance is readily available. Off-the-shelf distributed teleradiology PAC systems are easily deployable, and there is a steady and growing demand for teleradiology services. There are readily deployable marketing methodologies to attract independent teleradiology contracts available to you as well. In short, all the pieces of the puzzle are in place for you to start your own independent teleradiology practice from anywhere you are on the planet Earth right now. There are three basic reasons to start an independent teleradiology practice. 1. Steady basic monthly income with the ability to increase or decrease income based on needs, desire, or lifestyle considerations. 2. To control your own practice environment, to read from home if you choose, to read from your own private office if you choose. 3. Long-term growth and equity in your own brand and practice. Perhaps you want to hire partner teleradiologists or employees of your own down the road. Every day is a pleasure to go to work. There is nothing like having your own independent teleradiology practice. If you design your own practice parameters, You get to set your own practice hours, determine where and when you will read cases, who you will work with, and what types of cases you will read. There is no large investment needed. An independent teleradiology practice can be started up for less than $10,000 as of this time, in my opinion. This includes initial malpractice insurance, website setup and branding, and initial marketing to get your first teleradiology contracts. I speak with teleradiologists from all over the world. It is always a pleasure to hear about their struggles and successes. If you are on LinkedIn, please feel free to reach out to me and swap war stories. The best way to learn any new business or practice setup is to follow those who have gone before you. Why learn at the school of hard knocks? The pioneers get the arrows, and that's fine. I have plenty of arrows in my back. But I have always found that ignorance is more expensive than education every time. I invest heavily in real estate education because I am an avid real estate investor and love learning new real estate investment ideas. I love learning about radiology and teleradiology because this is my profession and what I do on a day-to-day basis. I find myself drawn to a good book or an interesting video in real estate all the time. I found no such correlate in the teleradiology world, even though there are thousands upon thousands of teleradiologists around the world. I decided that someone needs to take a stab at it. Why not me? With the right teleradiology contracts in place, you can earn more in an independent teleradiology practice than from a hospital-employed or partnership track position. Having a combination of Nighthawk, outpatient MRI, Dayhawk, mobile ultrasound, plain film are all avenues for teleradiology success. You will work for your money. It's not a slacker's specialty, but I would submit it is more enjoyable to do on your own terms than succumbing to the rat race and dealing with hospital politics. I know many an on-site radiologist over the years who have cried uncle looking for some out from their on-site ball and chain radiology job. It doesn't have to be that way. There are options, and I can help guide you. Radiologists often forget what independent practice is supposed to be about. At this point in time, I would like to reframe the discussion away from that of trading a job for another job to trading in a job for an independent environment where you can grow your own teleradiology business. If you approach it as a business and not as a job, the rewards are greater. A business is supposed to be able to free up your time so that you are not a slave to your job anymore, so you can do the things you want and have time for family and other interests outside of medicine. I know too many 70 and even 80-something radiologists who are still pulling shifts at the hospital on the income merry-go-round, never able to retire because their expenses never became less than their income. If this is you, all is not lost. You hopefully have your health, your medical license, medical talent, energy, and you live in a free country. You have the ability to change your situation. You can create a stream of teleradiology income for yourself and your family. Teleradiology is certainly not some get-rich-quick scheme. Far from it. It can be a get-rich-slow scheme if you manage your expenses and work hard and save for retirement. Like any other profession, although I would submit much more enjoyable in your own environment, allowing you time and space to think about ways to grow your money rather than being consumed by a job. You will have to get comfortable with delegation and getting other people involved. You will need a team of people to help you achieve success. No measure of any real success is accomplished by any one person alone. Success gets built by teams. Your time is too valuable to be doing everything by yourself. If you do not see the value in having a team of people working for you, then this video course is not for you. I would advise you to end the video course now. Everything we talk about going forward involves team effort. More about this later. The problem. Going from a secure job at a hospital to a work-from-home or office teleradiology practice setting requires crossing some mental hurdles. What is your comfort level with taking on risk? You may not have work initially. Licensing and credentialing take time. You will be reading more scans at a lower rate of return than your traditional hospital practice. Are you a volume reader? You will be judged on your quality of work. Your work is open to scrutiny by many eyes. Are you comfortable with this? These are some questions to ponder as you consider making the shift to a teleradiology business mindset. For those of you experienced in the field, you already have gone through denial and acceptance of these concepts. It is part of the teleradiology landscape. So now that we've covered some basic ground, we will explore some more concepts in teleradiology and then go do a deep dive into some core aspects of the teleradiology business. I look forward to seeing you on the next video/audio. Thank you.